Hey crafty family, it's me again. This is going to be part 2. However, I just pulled the first part of the video off and I know it's quite long, so if after I'm done talking and you see this, you see something that I'm doing differently, it means that I took some of what I recorded and added into this part so that it would be a little more evened out, you know. So in other words, I had to do some editing to get things to be not so lengthy. But I might not have had to do that. But anyway, in this part, we are going to do this journal cover. Since we did, in the first part, we did, you know, ATCs and we've did this little random thing. I don't know. It's not a tag. It's not an ATC. It's not a postcard. It's just a thing. An embellishment that can go in somewhere on something. I don't know. And we did the ATCs. We did this little mixed media, and these were all quite flat except for a little bit of this one, a little bit of that. So now we're going to do a journal cover, and this is going to be very much more mixed media-ish, as you could see. It's going to have a little of this, a little of that. And I'm going to do similar colors. Reason being is I have this stuff here. It's called Antique Brilliance by Art Alchemy or Metallic Wax. Both of them, I don't know the difference between the two because they all seem the same to me. Well, I do have this color, so I could do this color. That's true. I didn't think of that. Forgot I had this color. Yeah, we're going to do this color this time instead of the purple, since I've already done several purples. The thing is, this stuff is amazing. I just want to say that I was given this in a Happy Mail and I wish I had so much more of it because I talked about it in the live stream. I hadn't gotten, like, I hadn't used it yet. I was given to me in a Happy Mail and I kind of was investigating. I didn't know how to use it, and I was kind of like, the lady that gave it to me, she was really sweet and she was like, have you tried these yet? You know, and she sent them to me to try because she loves them and wants to see me use them, but unfortunately I haven't used them yet. So now she's getting to see me use them finally. But I just want to say that I absolutely love these. Love them. They're kind of like an equivalent to like an Inca Gold or what's the other ones? Metallic Luster by Deco Art, except these are actually wax. And I don't think those two are. I don't know. I know that the Metallic Lusters by Deco Arts are not wax. There's no wax in those. It's an acrylic. However, the Inca Golds might possibly be wax. I don't know. I've seen conflicting things about those. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, this is wax. This is a wax... what do you call it? Crap. Why can't I think of it? It's a wax something. I don't know. Beeswax based paste with a, I need glasses. Holy crap. I can't even read that. And where are my glasses, by the way? Which one of you took my glasses? I know one of you just did. You like to mess with me. You took my glasses. Alright, found them. Whew, you hit them on me. I know you did. Who was it? Jane? Did you do it? Janet? Alright, whoo! Got my pink glasses. Have you ever seen my glasses? They're pink. And I've got this beaded thing that a friend of mine made for me. And I love it. So I wear my granny glasses. Okay. Anyway, oh, I should really wear these a lot more often. Wow. I should wear these. I gotta wear these more often. Anyway, unique, gorgeous beeswax-based paste with a difference, offering you 2 wonderful effects in one product. Antique Brilliance Wax has a special opaque yet permanent finish. It will give you generous color and a shining result on dark surfaces and antiqued vintage effects with a touch of iridescence on lighter backgrounds. This stuff Now, that's the Antique Brilliance. And then there's the Metallic Wax. Let me read that one. They're both, you know, basically the same. It's just two different types. The Metallic Wax is beautiful metallic beeswax based paste, which will turn your artwork into a real treasure while adding amazing rich metal-like finish to most surfaces and elements. So these are like the metals, I guess. The Metallic Wax are the metals, because this one's gold, this one's old silver, and then the Antique Brilliance are the like colored amethyst and turquoise. So either way, they are so bad at, well, I can really see that a lot better with the glasses. I need to go to the eye doctor, because I get these from the, you know, the store or whatever. But I really, really need to go to the eye doctor. I just can't afford it, because of course that's not covered under my insurance. So I'd have to go in there and pay $150 for the office visit, and then another $200 and something for the glasses, because I know I need glasses. That's just a given, because I put these on and it's like, woo, I could see better. But I'm wondering, like, because these are not precision to my eyes and to my problem, you know what I mean? Like, these are probably damaging my eyes more than they're helping. But that's okay for now, because they do help me. Anyway, this gold and metallic and purple that you see is this stuff. And why do I love this so much? Because it melts. And it runs, and it does nice things, and I love it. Plus, you can use it like a rub. You know what I mean? So, and on top of it, oh my God, it smells so good. I don't know why it smells so good, but like even the project after it's done, it just has a smell that I don't know what it is, but it smells good. I don't know. I just love the smell. Anyway, now that I've raved on about it, but yeah, I love this stuff. I want every color. I got purple and turquoise and gold and silver, and I bet you they have pink and like all different stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be getting more of these. And I looked them up and saw that they were almost $5 a piece, and I thought, I almost like passed out. I thought, oh my God, somebody spent that much money on this tiny little tin. They're not even an ounce. They're 0.68 fluid ounces, 20 milliliters. They're not very much in here, but it goes a long way. I have found that it goes a very long way, and they're just amazing. I love them. Now I understand why somebody would spend that kind of money on them. I really do, because they're awesome, and I would definitely buy them because I love them. Anyway, so here's the same cover prior to all this elements being on it. It is this cover, and this has a gesso whitewash. It's the exact same as the front before I put all the stuff on it. That's what it looked like. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gesso whitewash the front of this, but I'm not going to do it to the back. I'm going to leave the back colorful, whereas on this one I left it, I whitewashed it. I'm just going to whitewash this. Use my freshly made gesso, which is wonderful. And what's great is, because I made it a little thicker, and because I processed the stuff, yep, get that word out, get it out, the marble dust, because I processed it, I haven't had to mix this at all. It's still in a very solid, I could tell nothing is separated. Good stuff. It came out good this time. I'm proud of this gesso. Look at that. It's like, until I get something in it, it's like I can't even penetrate it. That's how nice and thick it is. It's perfect. That's like the perfect, I finally got like the perfect recipe. So I'm putting a little bit on my table. And is this the way I want it? Or is that the way I want it? Yeah, let's go with this one. And I'm just going over it, like knocking back some of the color is what I call it. I'm sure other people call it that too. It's not a phrase that I coined in any way. I'm just knocking it back. And usually it just takes that little bit. Just a whitewash, just to say, okay, color, chill. Take a chill pill, color. Too much. That's all you need. That's called dry brushing, if you didn't know. For any of the beginners, my friendly beginners that I love so much. I like doing things for beginners because there's a lot of them out there, and I know that they can, I know you can feel intimidated. I saved these little things, little dots, and I want to hold on to them. I know you could get intimidated, and it can make, you know, especially if you're just starting, it can make some of them not start a project at all because they get a little intimidated, and I don't want them to be intimidated. I want them to come to me if they ever feel intimidated and don't know where to start, because I will help you. I will get you started. I will be your savior as much as I can. But you have to allow yourself to just let go. Because there's so many people that tell me, oh, I want to do mixed media so bad, but I don't know where to start, and I don't know what to get, and I don't know how to do this, and they talk themselves out of it. They watch so many videos, and then they get themselves all inspired, and then they talk themselves out of it. And I want them to not do that. I've had so many people tell me that exact story, that they do exactly that. Alright, I'm going to hit this with the heat gun for a second just to make sure it's dry. It's already pretty dry. Alright, it's good. Just like in the, well, in this one that I did, I ended up, like, I had this whole piece. It's waxed completely, the whole thing. I had this whole piece up the side here, under, you know, I didn't have the corrugated on here. I just had this at first. And then I found the corrugated, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I was able to pull this off, and it's perfectly fine. I ended up using a couple little pieces of it down there. But that's the cool thing about wax. Like, I could take all of this off. I could take all of this off and go practically back down to the cover just by heating it back up and pulling it off. And somebody had said to me, oh, well, you know, the finished product with the pages in it and everything, if I sell this to somebody or give it to somebody, they were like, oh, well, you know, well, won't that, what if it's somebody sits it in the sun or in a window, or and it's not going to melt from sitting outside? It would have to sit outside in Arizona on the hottest day for it to remelt the wax enough to ruin the journal. So don't worry about it. It's not going to melt. I mean, unless, I think somebody said, well, what if somebody put it next to their oven? Or next, who the hell is taking their journal and putting it next to their oven in the first place? It's just unrealistic. So don't stress. It's not going to go anywhere. It's actually going to last longer having the wax on it, because it's not going to discolor. It's not going to yellow. It's going to keep its same look. The wax is actually going to protect it better than any varnish will ever protect it. That's for sure. Okay, so we start off by conditioning it with some wax, or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, conditioning. It's called putting some freaking wax on. Wax on, wax off. Now this time I got my towel in my lap, so if I take this and go like that, it means I'm wiping it off. Because I like to keep it clean. I've already got some, I might have to get a new rag, because this one might be contaminated with some of that. See, once I use this and it gets on the iron, you have to wipe it off, because it will go other places, because it spreads. So you have to make sure, if you're wiping things on a rag, that you get a clean rag to continue on. So I've got this rag. I will use a cleaner rag. Make sure this is very cleaned off. None of that stuff on there. Anyway. But I wanted to, I know we did the ATCs and the this, that, and the other, but I wanted to do something, you know, it's hard to do like a true mixed media wax collage on something as small as an ATC. So I definitely wanted to do something else other than just that ATC. There's a lot of texture on here from the different papers collaged on there, so So now there's a layer of wax, and you can feel it with your hands. You could see it, especially if you look at it sideways. There's a lot of collage on here, so it's a little harder to see. I also waxed this butterfly because I thought I was going to use it. I really like the corrugated cardboard, the way I had that up the side. So I'm going to do that again because I enjoyed that. I'm going to do the Alright, speak. I'm going to do the cover similarly to the way I have it done on this one because I like it. I like the way it came out. And I want to do something similar. And plus I still have some of the stuff to kind of do that. And I want to use it. I'll do that. Now, I don't wax this on. I glue it on. Just because I don't want to press down so hard to get through all this cardboard to melt the wax. It would take forever with this iron to get through all those layers, and it would crush my corrugated cardboard. So we're not going to do that. We are going to glue it. And we are going to melt some wax on it, but we're going to use the heat gun to do that with. So we're going to put the corrugated cardboard down with Aleene's tacky glue. I've had this piece of corrugated cardboard for so freaking long. It's crazy. Probably like 4 years, 5 years. It's all soft now. I don't even remember where it came from. It probably came in a Happy Mail. It's my favorite kind of corrugated cardboard, is this soft kind. It's very flexible and pliable, and I don't know, it seems to work better for me in my projects. I don't like the kind that's all rigid. Let's go this way, okay. Alright. I love it though. Love me some corrugated cardboard. Awesome. Don't really have to wait for this to dry to get going. I'm pressing in the little valleys to make sure that it's got a good adhesion without crushing down too much of the peaks. I'm gonna make sure everything's good. I'm liking this piece here. I don't know if I'm going to use it because I might use some of it. Let's see. Okay, that was the pharmacy letting me know I have prescriptions ready, which I didn't even realize I did. Anyway, let me scrape the wax off of here so that I can use it to scrape things with. Because after a while, it gets kind of gross. And don't worry, this Target red card does not work. So, even if you could read the number off of it, it's useless. So don't message me in the thing saying, you know, you can see your number. Doesn't matter. It ain't gonna do you no good. And plus it was a Target red card. It wasn't like a credit card or a debit card. Alright. Okay. Okay, so we're doing turquoise, so that's too pink for turquoise. If we're going to do some turquoise, because I keep forgetting we're going to use the turquoise color, let me just see, because this cool color, by the way, well, it's hard to see on there. Let me see on something lighter colored. Alright, so this is not really turquoise. It's turquoise iridescent, but it's not as turquoise colored. Yeah, so that's not what I want. So we are going to do the purple, because this is, I know what this is. This would be cool for antiquing and adding like a cool spin on it, and I will be using that. But, let's see, I have two different purples. See, this one's like the same thing. It's like an opaly, which I may use some of that along with the purple, along with the gold. So I'll just stick it on there. But all right, so we are going to use purple then, which makes my job easy because then I know that I want to put some of this down here. But let's look. I got some different ephemera out than this. This was just like a photo, which I'm still going to use a photo. I'm still going to use the flowers, and I'm probably still, maybe I'll still use the other half of the butterfly coming out from this side, maybe like this, because that's cool to have as an underneath. So I might do that, but I do have some other things. Those are too big and too thick. I have some things in here that I might be able to use. Like that is way too big. But some of these are like plasticky, so I don't know if they would be very good for the heat. So this pack might be out of the question. Let's see. There are, I think, some paper things. There are some paper things. Those are too big, obviously, and I don't want to cut it right now. Trying to see what I got here. There's got a bird. That's a possibility. Cool dragonfly. I was hoping to use turquoise so that I can use something like that, but you know, no such luck. But let me see, I've got a dragonfly. Let's see. Got this butterfly. I'm thinking something in here has got to work. Oh, look at that. What is that? Oh, that's something I snipped out. But I like it because it's a magazine. How did that get in here? Who knows with me, but I like it. I might fussy cut that a little more because it's got the purple in it. I'm kind of digging that. And, okay. But then I got, I'm an ephemera junkie. I love ephemera. It makes me excited. I've got this one. This is one I got in Happy Mail. I get most of my ephemera in Happy Mail, and that makes me happy. Like, and I'm not talking about like store-bought stuff. I'm talking about ephemera like people will give me, like if they're from the UK or if they're from another country, which is my favorite. You know, just like I just want to tell the whole world that if you're in another country and you are ever going to send me Happy Mail, don't buy me anything. Just send me ephemera. Send me your bus tickets, your, like, especially if it's in a foreign language, send me your brochures, your junk mail, your newspaper, your just tickets and stubs and receipts and ephemera things. Book pages that are in another language. Like, I love that. You don't have to spend money on me. You could just give me painted papers and ephemera from wherever you live. And that makes me happy. Okay, so I got the Tim Holtz stuff out. And that's more chipboardy. But, and this is like a lot of butterflies and such. Let's see. I see some purple in here. Hold on. They're so big though. And they're thick. And I like a little bit of thinner. Especially when I'm doing something like this. I like the thinner stuff the best. These are a little bit thinner than the Tim Holtz. So I'm not sure about those. I don't think I'm going to use the Tim Holtz stuff. Now I've got some ephemera from Janet, which I really like these little booklets. Very convenient way to hold ephemera. And I like the weight of it because it's nice and thin. So I think this book, let's see, had some greeny turquoisey stuff. Let's see. This is really neat though, this book. I kind of like that. I really like the ephemera in here. I like that it says what a little bird said, and I have this. That could be cute. I don't want to cut it out until I know I need it, so I'm going to leave that up there. We're going to look in the other one because she sent me 2 of them. 2 different ones. I love this page. So pretty. I love this page. I like these feathers. So pretty. I love these. I love ephemera. I love just stuff like this. Little papers and little bits. I have an addiction to bits and papers. Obviously, you see the crap that I save. Good Lord. I'm taking that feather. I guess we are going to do a bird, but I say I want to do a lady, but I don't know. I like that says dream. That says dream. I think I want this little bit too, and I know I said I wasn't going to take anything out until I was sure, but I think I'm sure. I think. All right, do I want a lady in this one? That's the next dilemma. Where'd the other ladies go? Can I have more than that? I like her. We'll cut her out. Or her. I kind of like her. It's fun to do mixed media with this wax. I dig it. It's just something different. You know, we all do mixed media with paper and glue, and it's nice to be able to do something with a different medium that gives you that same satisfaction of the, you know, of when you first started doing, you know, mixed media with paper and glue on things. This is like that same feeling. It's new and exciting and fun. It's not new. It's been around forever. It's not even necessarily new to me. The concept of doing it this way is a bit new to me. I could do it that way again. Oh, that's cute. I can do it like it's coming out of the back of her, kind of. That's a good idea. We'll do that because she'll be the butterfly girl. And then we've got butterflies. And I want to stamp on a piece of tissue. I have a piece of tissue here. I don't need a very big tissue. I do need to figure out a way to get it apart. There we go. Let me move that over for a second. Let's stamp some music notes. Come on. There it is. I was looking for my ink. music. Music. I'm sure that's all I need for this little itty bitty doohickey. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. We're cooking with gas. We're figuring it out. Butterfly girl. This is, all this is wax paper that I printed a black image of a butterfly on. Which works so well. Like if you could print on wax paper and then put that down as a background, it works really well. It, like, you can't tell. I didn't fussy cut that out. I just ripped it out like this one, and you can't see any of the edges on that. It just looks like it was stamped right on there. And of course, because this is so rough, I couldn't have stamped that well on there. But it's just cool how that works. I really like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so she's gonna be there. We can put some of the music down first. Okay. What am I looking for? Wax might help. I put some wax in my bowl. Oops, that was loud. That was loud. That was easy. Right. Okay. Back here. Do as I say. Stop arguing with me. Sometimes you just gotta hold it down if it's over a rough, you know, like the paper is not smooth, so you just need to hold it down a little bit. Blowing on it helps. That looks cute. Doesn't that look cute? See, we got some layers going on. We're just layering it up. And then we can put some of this down. Just figure out how we want things to go. I might have this up here when it's done and just layer this one in like that. I need to fussy cut this a little bit more. There's my scissors. I'm not going to worry about being perfect, but I do want to get it a little bit better than it is. I remember cutting this out, I just don't remember putting it in that bag with that other ephemera. So weird. It must have fell in there at some point. I did recently kind of reorganize my... Why don't I have my glasses on? Come on, dumbass. Get with it, old lady. I reorganized things over there, so where I keep my little shoe boxes of ephemera and whatnot. So it must have fallen in. It must have. Okay. Alright. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put some of this. Some there and some here, maybe? Maybe. Yeah. That might be a good idea. Oh wait, I gotta get my flowers out. I forgot my flowers. Flowers. More flowers. How come I don't have any purple flowers? Well, that's alright. The other one doesn't have purple flowers and it looks fine. I should do a yellow flower. That yellow and purple look nice together. Let's do a yellow. We'll do those. That one printed funny before I changed my ink cartridge. I like that one again. It's got that deep red, which looks like purple when you put the beeswax over it. Alright, let's see what happens. I think I definitely want to try the yellow, because yellow is a complementary color to purple. It's across it from the color wheel, so it goes together, purple and yellow. I mean, you can't mix those colors together, like paint-wise, but putting them together works. So, and then I've got this. I definitely prefer to rip the edges of flower or ephemera that's going in wax. That's my preferred method. It seems to work best. don't care if I rip some of the flower, some of the leaf, don't care. You know, I wish I could shove this under here. That's glued down, so there's not much chance of that happening. I'm not using that whole thing. Two or three? I think I want three here. Two there. Oh, my legs. Ugh. Hard concentrating. Takes a lot of concentration. Okay. Let's start with the flowers. Let's just... Alright, we're going to start with the flowers. Just because I can. Put 2 beeswaxies on underneath. I'm actually moving them over a little bit more. And actually I want to get rid of this one. Huh. Didn't mean to blow everything else away. Blow it all away. I think I want to get rid of these leaves. What did I blow away that I need? Let's see. Yep, we're going to get rid of those leaves. So that we can put this sneaking out like that. Put this all together. Put this little rose bud Right there. Right there, dag nabbit. We're putting it all down together. Hold on a second before I do that. Do I prefer that there? I think I might. Or maybe something else. Indecisive. That is me. I have these borders. I've had them forever. I got them on clearance so long ago. Ridiculous. That's where I got those little humpy humps from. Humpty hump. Hmm. That's what I'm going to do. Put this brownish one here. I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll put that flower there. I'll put that there. Yep. Stop sticking to my damn fingers. Quit it. Alright. This is going to be very, very carefully done. A little more finagling than it is with glue, obviously, but the result, I think, is prettier than glue. And it's also more forgiving than glue, actually. It's a little finagling, and it's a little like, ooh, I gotta get this, but actually you can pull it all apart. So if you screw up that bad, just reheat it and adjust it. It ain't gonna matter. So that's the cool part of it, is it's very adjustable. It will forgive you. You will forgive it. Alright, let's get this sucker down. Come on. I think I'm gonna like this one better than the other one. I don't know if I want to use that one now. Well, we can put it down. Put this half of the wing coming out of her back, so it looks like she's got 2 sets of wings. Let's try that, because I don't think I'm going to use it otherwise. Okay, I had to change my battery. And while I did, I got this little trim to put here. I know I got this somewhere, probably the Creative Reuse or Happy Mail, or it's been in my drawer for ages and a half. We're gonna put it up here with some wax. Definitely want it here. Definitely want it there. So we want this there. Probably only need 1 pellet for this. Nope, I changed my mind. That's how easy it is. I changed my mind. I like it got too dark. I thought it would hold some of its color, but it got too dark. So you just pull it off. No harm, no foul. That's the cool thing about wax. Oh, I got these out too, but I didn't like how they were just too much. I got these at Michael's. Anyway, a long time ago, Michael's had those. I forgot they were in there. Okay, decisions. We're going to put that there. And then I'm not going to wax this in here, but I'll probably end up putting this on top of everything when it's done. Either this one or, oh yeah, I forgot about the feather. I forgot about the feather. I forgot about the bird, but the bird is too big. I do have another half of a butterfly I could put. Oh, that one's too dark, I remember. Duh. It's too dark. I think the feather would look better sparkled sitting on top along with this. And possibly that. Maybe not that. Or that. Because that's just probably too big. I don't know. I'll hold on to it, but I'm thinking this. Half of this anyway. Might look good. So let's cut it in half and see if we stuck it here and waxed it in, if it would do any good. Let me do that thing. Distress it. So there's no white edge showing. Okay. I want that to be right here-ish. I'm going to throw, since it's a little thicker, I'll throw 2 underneath of it. And at least 1 on top. See how that works out first. I always lose my spatula when I need it. Like, really? That's good. Looks good to me. Good enough for me. I have to hold this sucker down. That's another thing you can do is fabric, lace and such. You can do your, you know, melting over the fabric. You can do pretty much anything you want. Now I'm liking it. Good deal. No, that ain't gonna happen. All right. So now all that's left is to add our metallic wax, and then we can add some of this. So I'm going to let this sit for a minute and really cure up for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to add our metallic and opal magic wax, which are the fun part. That's the fun part. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Now we get to play with the fun waxy wax. This kind of wax. This is the good part. This is the fun part. So, is this the opal one? Yeah, got the opal one. I got the amethyst, which is like dark and yummy. And then the gold, which I'll pull stuff off the cap on this one. But what I do is I go in and kind of clump it around. Take some of this. I wish they made this in bigger containers. Cause yeah, I like this stuff, but I'm not digging the fact. I mean, a little goes a long way with this stuff, yes, but at the same time, I would love to like just be able to slather things with it and put it like all over a canvas and melt it and be all cool and stuff. But I can't because it's not cheap and it would take a lot to do that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the opal-y stuff and I'll use a little bit on your hand and you can go over. You might not be able to see on camera, but it gives like a really cool look to things. And when you're doing it that way, just spreading it on your finger, like a little bit really goes a long way, like crazy. Like you definitely don't need a lot. Okay, what I'm going to do is cap these up, move them over. Now we're going to use the heat gun, and this clumpy mess that I've got going on here is about to kind of be a fun, liquidy, molten mess that looks awesome. I'm going to stand up so I can show you in the camera how cool it looks. Smells so good. How it like fills it all in but drippies around a bit. If you put on more it drips even more, but I just put on enough to make it look cool. Of course you got to be careful because it will loosen your pieces because you're heating it. I can fix that though, that's not a problem. Whoopsie. That's not a problem at all. Let me heat that a little bit. There we go. heat it back down and shove it. That's all you gotta do. A little tender love and care. That's all. Whoops. I used the iron. Okay. Okay. If you need a little more gold. That came out cool. Definitely came out cool. And I have crap all over my fingers. Now this wax does dry and it's permanent, like it won't keep moving around. It is right now because it's still wet, but it'll dry. Groovy. I might put the birdie there after all. And the feather. Where's the little dragonfly? Did I blow it off into oblivion? Yeah. I don't even know if I like this butterfly now. I might rather have a flower up here than this. Butterfly is a little off. The color's a little off. Either that dragonfly or a flower. There was that thing that said something about the bird flying. I need to find that. I think it was in this one. No. Yes, what a little bird said. Well, I have to cut off. Yeah, let's do that. That looks good to me, but I'm going to glitter these with stickles when I'm done. But I'm going to hot glue them on. Well, first, before I do that, I'm going to ink them a little. Ink them up. Hiccups. Come back here. Come back here. Runaway phrase. Okay. Time to do some inking. I mean, gluing. I'm tired. My brain's not working. I haven't gone to bed yet. Very nice. And then we got the feather. I'm loving it. Da 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 da. I ain't hating it. And of course I'm going to fill it with pages and all kinds of yummy goodness. Put a little sparkle there. I'm going to ink the edges with some purple that will match. Hello, and drop it right on the ground. That was nice. It's always such a nice choice. Oh, I need to glue that better. I had a feeling that was gonna be a pain in the butt. A pain in the butt because of the corrugated, and I only put a tiny little bit of glue on it. It was like, no, we need some more glue. Alright, let's try that again. This time I ain't gonna be so stingy with the glue. And if that don't work, then I'll use wet glue and let it sit and be juicy. See, that didn't work either. It's because of the metallic. I should let it sit longer. It's okay. I'll use some Aleene's. Alene solves everything. Our little guy there took finally. That's fine. It was just the feathers being difficult now. I love this cover. This is so cute. Oh, I didn't put the sparkle on. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I should have done that before I put the embellishments on, but that's okay. That just presents us with a small challenge. That's all. We got this. You and me, we got this under control. We can do it. We've been doing it long enough to know how. Didn't exactly want to do it on our legs, but that's okay. We're doing it on our legs. It's happening. I wanted a little bit there, but that's okay. We're just going to do one more little bit of wax. We're going to add a little bit more mica. I just take, I think I showed you in on the last video, or the last thing that we did, how to do the mica or glitter or whatever you want to do, where you just take a kernel of beeswax or two, and then drop your whatever right into the wet, hot beeswax. Stay up, jackass. This iron, I swear to God, it's kind of a piss poor design. I mean, to be honest, why this ginormous cord? I mean, I get it, but does it really have to be that big? Is that really necessary? Alright, I want to get some in here. This gonna be a challenge. This not gonna be easy. And I can't use the heat gun because it'll just blow it, so. I did it. Took me a minute and I got crap all over my iron, but I did it, I think. I did. I think I want some out here a little more though. Good deal. We're gonna try something. We're gonna try and get it right here. But we're also gonna try to get it onto the corrugated and see what happens. Let's just see. I worked hard at that, and I think it paid off. All my dreams have come true. If you do use mica, I guarantee you'll have it everywhere in your craft room. It's worse than glitter. Definitely worse than glitter. After I know it's cured and been on there for a few minutes, I'll rub it to get off any excess, and then once you do that, you don't really have any problems with it flaking off. But you gotta let it cool first before you do it, and then you can get off a bunch of excess. And then it's gorgeous. I loves it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Where's the other one I did? Here's the other one. I love them both equally. No, I like this one better. Sorry. Sorry, dude. Because I need to add some things here, kind of like I did here. And maybe like a phrase or a word up here. And I'll do that. I'll do it. Ooh, I could add that there. Ooh, that looks pretty actually on that one. Well, damn. Let me do that then. That looks pretty. I don't know why I didn't like it on this one, but like it on that one. It's weird. I think it has to do with the green here, and I see a little blue and such in the background, and green here, and it's picking up, and it's looking more even than this one. There's a tiny bit of green here, but it's a lot greener than this green. Can't explain it. It just looks better there. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. I could put that there. I could wax it and then put it on. Like, and then let it sit and cool and then put it on with some hot glue rather than try to wax it on, but it'll still be a waxed piece and look cool. Because you could do that. You can just take your embellishments and wax them, because then they get that cool kind of look to them. So you can totally do that. Let's see. What quote should I use? It's too orangey looking. I like that one. The only problem is, oh, whoopsie, everything's falling on the ground. I'm gonna have to back it on a piece of paper because it's a sticker. So what I'm gonna do is, I would just glue it down with the backing on, but I'm afraid eventually it would fall off. So this way, I can take my disgusting black fingernail, ugh, and get this backing off. It's not dirt, it's paint and art supplies. And do that. And this way it'll adhere and work better and all that good stuff. True beauty. I need to do this one too. Okay. All right. This might need something there. Oh, well, that looks nice there. Yeah, I like that there. Well, I'll be damned. Didn't think that that was gonna go well anywhere. Well, now they're all pretty. Yep, I dig them. I'm digging them big time. These are awesome. All right, well, you have seen it in action. Yep. This is what waxing or beeswax collage is, and I hope you will give it a try. Either ATCs or postcards or canvases, anything you want. Do it on anything you want. And then what I'll do is, obviously I'm gonna fill it with its pages and sew it And then I'm going to put a tie on it like I did the others. And it'll be a wonderful little journal for somebody. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you will give it a try. And please, if you do, take pictures and post it in the Facebook group, Pink Poodle Pack Creative Playground. Link is in the description. And because I want to see what you're doing. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. So I am off to bed finally. All right, mess. Come on. But I will see you guys for mixed media mashup. Well, it'll be over by the time this video goes up, because I will have to edit this video and all that stuff, and that takes time. So I will not have this video up before a mixed media mashup, that's for sure. Anyway, make sure you do what you love and love what you do, and be nice to people, and I will talk to you later. Bye!